Hello. Okay, we're going to get started with my playing with me's. I'm trying to get ahead. Real quick now, note on my nails. I did try the Sally Hansen nail strips, so we'll see how well they do. I did add a clear coat. They're supposed to last 10 days, but I did add a clear coat because I noticed, like, when I was peeling them off to do like the other hand, the edges kept coming up, so I tried to seal the edges. So I'm kind of anxious. I know I've already nicked them finishing up latch hook, so we'll kind of see how they last peeling stickers and stuff. But you know, I think it's cute. It was a little bit faster rather than painting your nails, as in they were dry once I did them. I mean, I did the quick dry top coat, which takes, you know, just a few minutes to dry. But whereas, like, when you do the nail art, you got to add a coat, make sure it's good and dry, add your second coat, do the nail art. You know, sometimes it can take hours to do all that. And this was quick and simple, and the blue roses I thought was gorgeous. I did have trouble. The first nail polish strips peeled right up. The second one's kind of stuck, so they were a little tricky. But, you know, we'll see how they last. Always like to try something new. Alright, so let's get started. This week in my mini happy planner, which I do use for social media planning, I am using this super cute kind of gray with pops of red and green. It's not quite a Christmassy kit. I mean, you could use it for Christmas, but I thought for the fall weather it would be very nice with the grays and then just the little pops of color, because I like that. Excuse me. So we'll get started. And here's both things. I did go ahead and write the dates in, and then on these two trackers, or I mean, you could set them up as trackers. I did my YouTube and my Instagram followers. I do try to mark those once a week. It's got some cute deco. I mean, there will be some that I don't use, but there will be a lot that I do. See, like down here it has an Instagram, so I'll put that up there, but I don't see a YouTube. So that's okay. It's got Etsy, Pinterest, Facebook, mail. But we'll get started. This clip I got from a buy-sell trade board. I do not know who made it, or either a buy-sell trade board or I got it at, you know, one of the distash things at one of the meetings. But it's a little red owl. I thought it would go good. And then this beautiful red rose clip, which I thought looked good because these flowers, if you look closely, are not poinsettias. They're just very red rosy to me. So I'm using this red rose clip from the Glitter and Glam Squad. I did have this gray polka dotted washi, and then I found the red glitter rickrack washi that I will use to add some pops of color. So let's go ahead and get started. I did get tickets for my next planner meetup. So I have one coming up in Beaver Creek, December 9th, and I'm super excited. My sister is going to go with me. It will be her first meetup, and I think she will really enjoy herself. So we'll see how all that goes. It's going to be just a little bit wider. I don't want it to be taller, so what I'm going to do is run it right along the black line, and then I will use my scissors to trim it down. So then you just, and I still have not caught up last week's planning. I was on vacation. So I'll get it done eventually, because I've got more to write in there, but I wanted to try to catch up on stuff because I didn't post any videos last week. So I'm trying to get all caught up. A little bit behind on stuff. But, you know, it happens. You gotta have a vacation occasionally. and I really, really had a good vacation. I would love to go again. That is probably, I mean, I love the Smoky Mountains. It's more of a vacation for me than, like, say, Virginia Beach or Myrtle Beach, because the son and I don't get along. But the beaches out there in California, I did stay in Marina, which was about 8 miles north of Monterey, and the weather was upper 60s, lower 70s. Did not get maybe just a sprinkle of rain one evening, but I was already in for the day, and it was gone by the next morning. But out there with it was cloudy a lot. There was sun like the last day I was there, which is perfectly okay. Because, you know, I didn't get, even that one day that it was sunny for just a few hours, I got a slight burn. Nothing to write home about, and it was gone within a couple days. But enough that when I went back to work, people are like, yeah, you got a little bit of sun, didn't you? Because I burned so quickly. Being fair-skinned, fair-haired, and light eyes just does not play great with the sunshine. As much as I love the sunshine, it doesn't love me a lot, but that's okay. So, I've never used this washi. It does have the strip on it, and it's got tape on it, and I think I got it last year at Target. So we'll kind of see how it goes. It might be easier just to slide under there, and I see the edge of the tape. Alright. I will save that tape so it don't all unwind. And I'm going to do this fairly close to the edge here. Hopefully it will miss the hole punches. If not, we'll hole punch right through it. But I think this would add a nice pop of color. I do like red. See if we can get it lined up here. Sorry if you're seeing the top of my head, I imagine you might be. It's gonna have some holes punched in it, but that's just the way it is. So then we'll cut it off here. Cut it off here to even it up. And I think that looks pretty cute. Let's cut a piece for the other side. And I am cutting it a little bigger so that I can kind of move it as I see fit. And then just tossing, you know, just cutting the little extra pieces for the trash. Oops. It does seem good and sticky, and it peeled up well, even though it was from last year. I think it's very cute. Just trim the ends up. Oops. I want it sticking to my background. I might need to get like a Christmassy background since it is getting that time of year. So there's that. I think that turned out pretty well. And I do think I want some across the top. I just kind of center it Oops, I'm going to go over just a little bit. I ran out of page there. And just right where it overlaps, what I will do, just so we don't have that flat spot, I'll just kind of trim it in the middle there. And that way it wraps in there, but doesn't overlap. So I think that works. Cut a piece for this side. I do like rickrack. I always liked it on clothes. Used to be a very popular trim back in the day. It does have a few little pieces of glitter coming up. So I'm just kind of centering. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. Just kind of trim it right there in the middle. And that way the end's not poking out. And then this side was just, it was slightly crooked, so just even it right up. Alright, and I think that's good for the washi tape. So, roll this all back up. And I did save the tape, because you never know. I might decide to put it someplace else. But that'll keep it from unwinding. So, set it there. Alright, I'm going to start with the full boxes. And they do fit in here like this. I do adore these colors. And I'm not worried about them overlapping because I will add the days of the weekend. Because I think they were supposed to go the other way, but I wanted them this way. Then on this side, I want to run them down this side of the paper. So I'm mainly making sure I line up the side with the line. I did go to the Dayton Planner Pal meetup yesterday. Not Dayton, Cleveland, the Creative Cleveland Planner meetup. So I will be posting the swag bag video and the table video and like the stuff I won. It was a fabulous meetup. I always have such a good time. The ladies are just excellent. I've actually gone to enough of these meetups now that I know people when I get there, and that is so nice. Because used to, you know, I was walking into a meetup and I knew nobody. So it's nice to walk in and know people. Alright, so I've got my day of the week strip here. Just lining it up. And I did predate these. And I really like that she includes like a decorative strip for the notes section. So I like that a lot. And these fit perfectly in here, covering up that black line. So I do PR for 3 Tiny Bows. I will have the link to her shop and the code down below. The code is TTBVANNESSA, and that's 2 N's and 2 S's, to save 20%. And it is a newer shop that I'm PRing for. And I love showing new stickers and stuff, so be sure to check her shop out. She's got some beautiful items. And I really like her kits. The colors are nice. Very pretty. A little harder to line these up here, because I covered the black lines up. So we'll do it like this. Alright, so I see what I did here. So her stickers do peel up nicely if you place them wrong, which is a good thing to have. Make sure I am still in frame, just barely. Alright, there we go. It all works out. We have that. Alright, I do want to grab, I thought I had a little thinner strip of red, but it is so thin, I think I will pass on it. I do like these flowers, so we'll use them right down here to kind of cover up these words. Oops, and make sure we're gonna, I don't want to have to trim this sticker because I really like it. So I'll put it on here like this. And I'll put the lovely coffee cup right beside it. There, I think that's very pretty. I do want to put my checklist down. And I'm going to run them on the opposite side, because you can check on either side. Where you put them is up to you. Nobody said you have to have them on the left side of the paper. I'm right-handed, but I like to change things up. But you know, if you're left-handed, it might be easier to put your checks on the left side of your paper. I could ask my daughter. She's left-handed. She would let me know. I know when she was in school, we had a few little instances when she was in early school where they kept, and then this side they'll be on the right hand side, that way they're in there, where they were trying to make her, because my daughter is ambidextrous, basically she can use either or, but she has certain things she tends to do one way or the other For example, writing. She tends to be left-handed. But then when she played softball, she batted and pitched right-handed. She can do both either way, but you know, she has, it's like it's just a little bit better if she chooses one over the other. But when she was in kindergarten, and especially first grade, I think, it was the issue with that particular teacher. She wanted her to write with her right hand. And, you know, it's like, no, you cannot make a kid write with a certain way just because that's the way you want it. So, it didn't set too well with me. So I think I will do the YouTube followers on Monday and the Instagrams on Thursday. And it does have this cute little Instagram sticker, so I'm going to put that right down here beside it. And then I will keep track of all the different things. I don't really keep track of the house cleaning in this, but being this lovely gray color, these will work great to blend in with almost any layout. And trying to decide if I don't think I'm going to use trackers. I'm thinking about incorporating them in this planner to kind of go like in my notes section for, you know, all 3 companies I PR for, and to mark them, you know, which days I post for them. But I haven't quite set it up yet because I'm still into decorating the notes section. So I guess that's one of the future things I'm planning on. Well, let's see here. So I've got the 2 trackers. And then I could create a 3rd. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try that this week. So what we'll do, because I don't want to cover up my lovely deco, I'll put these 2 trackers in here, and then I will write I'll leave space, and then I'll just create a 3rd one under and just put little check marks for the 3 companies I PR for. Or I might just get another tracker from another kit. I was trying to think if I have one real handy here that would match. I might. Oh, that's purple. Oops, excuse my arm. Well, we'll worry about that next time. I will look for one after I'm done and might add it in. Alrighty, so Sundays, I do tend to do a lot of planning, so I'll use this cute little planner and the pen there. I love this little coffee pot. I'm calling it a coffee pot. Maybe it's supposed to be a teapot. But I drink coffee, I drink tea on occasion. And I like this sticker that says the week ahead. Since I do plan ahead, I feel like I'm going to post this right up here. And I like these little to-dos. And there's 2 of them, so what I'm going to do is just put it kind of just below on the date on this side. And just the same place on this side. And that's to do all the way down the page. So that works. I don't have anything major that I need reminders. Hopefully nothing gets canceled. And I wouldn't keep my weekly spending in here, although I do love that sticker. That is just, it's got like white roses on it. It's gorgeous. So I have used most of this kit except for the cleaning icons. A few of these little things, the little social media icons. You know, I could use them just to mark in here, and I may later, because I always save the stickers to add through the week. Now I did get this little set of stickers here. They don't quite go, but I wanted to use them. So I will add these in later, but they are from Little Henry, and it's like the Spread 'em Wide Sunday, Half Week Humping. You know, I might add these in later, or I may put these in my main planner. But so at this point, I'm not going to use those. Actually, I like this layout just the way it is. And then I will mark what days I'm going to post what. Yeah, I think this is done. Now that I've rambled on and showed stickers I wasn't going to use. Huh, funny how that works, isn't it? Alrighty. So there is my completed layout. Now, as I know I've showed this in other videos, but it has been a while. So I will quickly show you how I put this in my planner, because I did use washi tape to cover right over the holes. So what I do is I flip it over, and you can have the Mambi punch, but sometimes like this is going to be a thicker washi tape on top of another washi tape, so you might have trouble with it. I just take a regular old hole punch. I think I paid $1 for this at like dollar store. And then I just line up, I'll try to get a little closer so you can see, the round part with the hole, and I just punch the hole through. And sometimes, depending on the washi tape, it comes right out. Sometimes it doesn't. And then I take the scissors and just trim that last little piece in. And for me, I like this with the round hole. I think it makes the papers move a little easier in the book, because it gives you, when you put them back in, it gives you a little extra added space, and I just think for me they tend to move better. So I like that a lot. I think sometimes with this, the smaller, the half circle holes, it doesn't seem to move as well and the papers will get stuck. This gives it a little bit more freedom to move because the hole punch is just slightly bigger, and I like that. So, you know, it's a cheap and easy way without going out and buying the big hole punch that does all of it. Like I said, these are $1. It takes literally 2 minutes. You punch all your holes, you trim all your little lines out, you stick it back in your planner. Super simple, super cheap. So that's my little tip. I know I probably say the same tip every 10 videos or so, but you know, maybe you're new and haven't seen them before, so. Or maybe you've seen them and you just forgot. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later, and the codes and link to 3 Tiny Bows will be down below. Make sure you use my code so you can save 20%, because her store has some beautiful items in it. Thanks for watching. Bye.